Hey guys, Autumn here today to do my week one November wrap up. This week I was able to read 5 books, 1 novella, and 2 short stories. So let's get started. The first book I read, I actually started in October, so I was able to finish it, and that was Heart of Light by T.K. Lin. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. It was very good. It was just a little dark and little darker than what I usually read, but it was still very good. I would not recommend this for anyone under 18. This is an adult romantic suspense novel. So, and it has some very hard topics. This book deals with human trafficking. So with that, you have some violent scenes, like some abuse scenes and some rape scenes. So I would not recommend it for anyone under 18. So this book follows Jolene, and she is 27 years old, and for the last 12, since she was 18, she's been in like a human trafficking camp thing, where she has to do stuff that she doesn't want to do, and then one night she escapes, and then she arrives to Amelia Island in Jacksonville, which is where I used to live, like right by it. So it was funny for me reading about that. And she meets Benny, and what is the girl's name? Eddie? No, there is a Betty, and then there is a girl that I can't remember her name for the life of me. Elsie, or something like that. And then she meets Cam. He is a doctor, and he is 38 years old. And Cam and Jolene slowly start to fall in love. What I like most about this book is that it's not instant love. Mostly it's kind of instant hate, and then they soon fall in love, and I just love that. I highly recommend this book, but if you don't want to, don't like the topics or whatever, then I wouldn't. But it's very good. I really enjoyed it, and yeah. And this was my first book by the author. I own her Beautiful Mess series. I just haven't read it yet. And the companion novel Heart of Marley came out on Monday, and I got the paperback, signed paperback yesterday, which I'll link below. I did an unboxing, which I'll link below. So I'm excited to read that book, and yeah. The second book that I was able to finish, I started it in October, is Empty Nets by Tony Aleo. And this is book 3 in the Assassin series. This follows Audrey Harper, and she just got out of a bad relationship with Levi. Levi used to physically and mostly verbally and sometimes physically abuse Audrey, and she loved him, or she thought she loved him, and so in the beginning she's having a hard time getting over him, And then she had a one-night stand with Tate Otter, which she later found out was her brother-in-law Lucas's best friend. And Tate Otter is a 21-year-old goalie for the Assassins. He's from Russia or somewhere like that, I think. And he's trying to get Audrey to date him, and she doesn't want to because she's scared and still has somewhat feelings for Levi. And that's basically all I could tell you without giving you spoilers about this book. But it's very good. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I really enjoyed it. Also, Tony Aleo has her Assassin series box set on sale for $3.99 until the 15th of November, I think, which I'll link down below. In it has the books taking shots, trying to score, empty net, falling for backup, blue lines, and breaking away, sorry. So if you're interested, I'll link that down below. And then the next book I read was actually the novella I read, which is Falling for the Backup, which is 3.5 in the Assassin series by Tony Aleo. And this one follows Jordan. He was the goalie for the Assassins, and then he got injured, and he got a knee injury, and he had to have surgery, and he was out, so Tate took over, and he was just sitting on the bench, and he didn't want to do that. And then he met Alina or something like that. I don't know how to say her name, but it was I liked her name. I just don't remember how to say it. And this little novella is like 112 pages, and I just enjoyed this novella. It was funny, it was sad, it had cute romance and all that stuff, and I just loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I really recommend this novella. And then next were the 2 short stories I read, which I don't actually have on my Kindle. I'll link the Goodreads page down because you could get them for free on the Goodreads pages. And the first one was Falling for the Backup Epilogue by Tony Aleo, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's a 22-page short story that just is like their happy ever after stuff, and it was very cute and funny, and I loved it. And then the next short story was Floor and Counting by Tony Aleo. This was 29 pages, and it followed the first couple in the Assassin series, Ellie and Shay, which is from the book Taking Shots, which is my favorite in the Assassin series so far. This follows them raising their 4 kids, and I think there's from like newborn to like 3 years old, 4 kids in between those ranges, and them just trying to raise them and how they do it, and it's very cute. I was so happy to see Ellie and Shay again because they're my favorite. I love them. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and then the next book I read, well, I reread this book because I've read it when it came out in December, 2012, I think, or something like that, was Blue Lines by Tony Aleo. And this was book 4 in the Assassin series, and this follows Piper and Eric, which you meet in Empty Nest. So I can't really go into that much in this one because there's spoilers, and yeah. So, but I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. And then the next book I was able to finish was Forbidden by Michaela Smeltzer. And I started this in October, and I was like 17% in, so I finished, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this one. This is the second book in the Fallen series. So basically this one follows Kylie and Jonathan. Yeah. And then you meet Gabriel, which is like kind of one of the original vampires in the series. And I just loved him. He has a very sad story, and my heart broke for him, but I just loved him. I can't go into much detail about this because it is the second one in the series. So, yeah. And then the 5th book that I finished would be the last and final book in the Fallen series, which is Forever by Michaela Smeltzer. This is, this basically follows Jonathan and Kaylee. This one, they get married, and, so yeah. I can't go into much detail because, this is the 3rd and final book, so a lot happens, and spoilers. So yeah, those were the 5 books, 1 novella, and 2 short stories I read. Now I'm gonna go into the 3 books that I started this week, which is, the first one is The Coincidence of Callie and Caden by Jessica Swanson. I'm 34% in, and I'm really loving this story so far. I really enjoy it. It's very good. So yeah. The second one I started is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm like 137 pages in. I'm listening to it on audio, so yeah. I'm really enjoying it. It's very good so far. Yeah. And then the next book I started, I'm only 25 pages in this one, is Breaking Away by Tony Aleo, and this is the 5th book in the Assassin series. And this one follows Philip and Reese, which you meet in the other 4 books. It's very good. So yeah. See you guys next week. Bye.